aka Christina, and if you don't know me and you're just now tuning in, I make videos every Tuesday and Thursday, and they're kind of amazing. Also, like, really good at what I do, which is just me. So I wanted to do another monthly favorites. This is kind of like my favorite type of video to do because I kind of get to talk about all the things that I love, and also kind of like brag about like the things that I have. Okay, but no, for real. This is my favorite type of video. So without further ado, let's welcome my January favorites. So my favorites kind of is just this plethora of random schmagma. I really loved using them in the month of Jan. So, first things first, I eat your brain. And I'm a rock and go teeth and things. First thing is books. Obviously you guys know, and if you don't know, then you're probably not following the blog, which if you aren't, what are you doing? Profreshstyle.com. I'll leave it here just for a second for you to look at. Okay, great. I love planners, but I only use them until like March, and then I'm over it and I could really just not care. And that's just because they don't incentivize me to want to fill it out. Whereas Passion Planner literally motivates me to sit down every Sunday and fill this bad boy out. It's really rad. The truth of the matter of why I even wanted this to begin with is because it was started by a 24-year-old chick in SoCal. Her name's Angela Trinidad. I just wanted to support her Kickstarter. I thought, how cool. She's 24. She was so empowered to do something for her own community. And since, I think she's raised like $1 million for planners. And it's an awesome foundation where you buy one, she gives one, and I think that's so rad. The reason why it's so dope is because she basically gets you to do your goals. And that's something that's really important to me as I build my own business and really focus on Profresh and do all the things that you're supposed to be doing with your life. So this was the first week of January, and you kind of just fill it into, you know, you just fill it in, and it's been so helpful. I started meditating, I started writing more, I started reading, and I got my like investor deck and my financial plan and my business plan all done, and not thanks to this, but it helps me stay on track. So I also love that she asks you like, what are the good things that happen? It makes you go back into your past week and really kind of dive in and like acknowledge what success you had, whether it's personal and professional. So it's corny, but I love it. And considering I'm dating the most corny person in the whole wide world, well, I'm just embracing my corny. You feel me? Every blogger probably has this book, but it is the Love Style Life book by Garant Store, and I butchered your name if you're watching. You're not, but if you were, I butchered it, okay? What I loved about it was how personal it was, and there were things in here that weren't necessarily about fashion, and I've really been one to do, or I really loved mixed media content. I've been trying to do it on my blog. I never know how. I'm not that creative, but this book is all mixed media, and I loved that. I thought it was such a personal touch, and I know how much work goes into that style of content. So what a rad book, good coffee table book. Also, it's just really pretty in Instagram photos, so if you really want that, you can just get it. The next book that I'm actually in the process of reading, I haven't finished it, but it's been on the blog, and if, again, you're not on the blog, then I don't know what you're really doing, profreshstyle.com. Okay, so it is The Heart-Led Leader by Tommy Spalding, and I like to take the covers off because I really like blank books. All the books back there are without their covers. In short, it's just been an inspiring book to read because having worked in so many different styles and companies, and been so inspired by awesome leaders outside of those companies, I feel like I now know how I want to build my own company culture. So this has been really helpful in how I want to build that. So that told you nothing about the book, and if you want to read about it, The link is down below. The next, not book, is a journal. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this bad boy. I was given this by a friend. We met for brunch and it turned into like a 5-hour brunch. And she gave me this book, this journal. I freaking loved it. Why? Because this is fucking brilliant. And that is my brain. The next items are beauty related, slash probably Sephora related, but really more about like smell and lips. The most common combo ever. So I start with the NARS Satin Lip Pencil, and I don't really know this name, I think it's Regurgin. This is how I start the base, and then I layer it with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream, and why is a rubber band around my wrist? So these are the two things that I make for this. I would do a close-up, but I feel like that's an unfortunate visual, so we're not gonna do that. But just envision these two colors together, okay? The second combo I've been doing, and I get a lot of questions about this combo. It's just so unfortunate because I've been telling you guys the wrong lip pencil, so I'm really sorry. But I've been using the Giorgio Armani Charlotte, right? This is Charlotte. I believe it's Charlotte, but if it isn't, it's also the number 5. I start that as my lip pencil and I do it all the way in. I fill it in and do all the schmags. And then I top it off with MAC Ruby Woo, which everyone in the whole wide world knows. Those are my 2 lips. Those are the lips that I do on a more frequent basis if I want a lot of lips. So I used to despise hand lotion. I thought it was gross until a friend of mine had this large size, what? I'm gonna butcher this name. Are you ready? L'Octine Fleur de Cire. It doesn't freaking matter, guys. Just look at the packaging. This, I can't. And you have no idea how good it smells. It just smells so good. The second thing is my night fragrance. I've been using the Elizabeth and James Nirvana. Personally, like, I only have one big thing of fragrance, and that is Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume. That is what I wear on a daily basis, but at night, I get this, and I think roller balls are just a little bit more convenient, and I can take it with me, even though this is very strong, and you really don't need to reapply, but this is great for travel. And really, I'm just endorsing this product, but I'm not sponsored, but if I could be sponsored, that would be great. Okay. This is the Living Proof Style Lab Flex Shaping Hairspray. I don't actually need hairspray, to be honest. I mean, when I do my hair, which is rare, it looks like this, and I don't need hairspray, but I use it anyway because the smell is so good. Oh, this matches with the theme of smell. So I love this. I don't really know if it works, but it doesn't matter because it smells good. It probably works because it was like 40 bucks. It was like 20, same thing. The next thing is something I hate the smell of, but I needed a new moisturizer, and I tend to, I don't know why, I haven't elevated my skincare into the luxury department, even though I have my makeup, and I don't know why that is. I think because it's so freaking expensive. So I asked my friend what is best as a drugstore option that will help my skin, which I feel like has gotten a lot clearer lately. And so she recommended the Alba Botanica Hawaiian Moisture Cream with smoothing jasmine, shouldn't it be soothing? Smoothing jasmine and vitamin E, this bad boy. It is wonderful because it is the perfect weight for my face. I have a very intense dry skin, oily skin combo. 2 items are face masks that I can't get enough of. I don't like having to put cream in my hand and then cream on my face. Like, I'd really rather not. So these sheets are my favorite. The first one is a Dr. Jart Brightening Infusion Hydrogel Mask, and the other one is the Sephora Rose Mask. A plethora of these. In general, the point is that face masks are like my life. Face sheet masks are my life. Correct my own self. The next thing kind of went with the books, but not really, but it is what I use with my passion planner, and that is Le Pen's Yo. These are my life. Literally, I can't stop. I need to buy them all. I mean, I really just use black, but the colors are just so beautiful. The last couple things are kind of random, like me. What is happening? The last couple things are sort of random, but they are still part of my monthly favorites, is this sleeping mask. So I sleep with a mask every single night, but I was always getting these ones from Target that were technically supposed to be for the bath because they were in the bath section, but they were wonderful because they had little pads right for your face, and it was just lovely. And then I realized how unattractive that is, so now my boyfriend uses that one, and now I have this really cute one from Sephora. And I hate cats, but like, how cute is this? The next sort of random thing are sunglasses. So again, with these purchases, I've yet to transition into buying luxury eyewear. And that's really just because Homegirl is not rolling in the dough. Did y'all not remember the last video? So I went to Nordstrom and I kind of perused the section, and I was like, you know, I really wish I can afford those Dior sunglasses that every blogger and YouTuber were wearing, because I want to fit in, but I didn't. So I bought these specs, I believe is what they're called, and I just feel like I look a lot cooler. They're matte black, and they weren't that expensive, so less fits is what I be rocking these days. The second to last thing is something that is kind of tangible, but not at all. I've been going through goal coaching, and I do it through the company called The Hustle Co. And honestly, it is so awesome to have someone help you envision your future. Put it out there and really make it more tangible. I've never really done that before, and it was so imperative to have this as I build Jigsaw. Jigsaw is a communal working environment for creative and entrepreneurial women. I'm starting in LA, and eventually it'll have multiple locations, but really it's the one thing I felt like I needed when I was starting content, and I didn't have a place like this, so I wanted to create the dream place. Yeah, more details to come on that, because I really just don't want to share with everyone right now. I'm really just very nervous. Okay, it's just a lot of work, and to be honest, I am not a very type of person, but it is so beneficial to close your eyes and actually envision your future. I'm telling you, it was probably one of the smartest choices of my life in terms of going through with this business. So I'm being goal coached. The last thing comes in a paper bag. Comes from a lady named Helen, and it's just a little treat. I will not say the name, but it doesn't really matter because it's Lambrusco. And as some of you know, and if you don't know, now you know, Lambrusco is probably the only wine I will consume, and I will consume them by the bottle. So every time my boyfriend and I go to John and Vinny's on Fairfax, we stop into Helen's, which is the wine bar / winery in the back of John and Vinny's, where we pick up Lambrusco. And to be honest with you, we're gonna start buying them by the case because it's the only place that carries really good Lambrusco. So those are my monthly favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed that. All right, guys, go outside, go take a lunch break, and just hit someone up, connect in real life, because that, at the end of the day, is all we have. All right, guys, I will see you guys later. And how many times am I gonna call you guys? All right, bye. Also, a favorite is velvet bows in my hair, specifically in this look. I can't stop wearing it like this. It's my new thing. I think I started the year off right with velvet bows and little buns.